Sarah, Micheál Martin also says he's spoken to Kim's family.
Yes, Aisling, this is a very, very sad day for the Israeli community living in Ireland, and in particular for Kim Damti's family, who are based in County Laois. We spoke on Monday to her aunt, Pat Cooper, who had issued a statement, and at that time she had told us that Kim's last visit to Ireland was only just in June. She had been here with her mother. They had been attending a family wedding, I believe it was her cousin's wedding, and they had had a wonderful time. Her aunt spoke about the fact that they had had 2 great weeks of weather and that Kim had really enjoyed that trip to Ireland. So the Tánaiste, Micheál Martin, speaking to Pat Cooper, to Kim's aunt since this tragic news of her death, and telling us that yesterday there had been some hope that Kim may have been found alive, but those hopes were dashed with news that her body had in fact been found. Micheál Martin describing Kim Damti, the 22-year-old who attended that music festival in Israel, as a young, radiant, bright, intelligent young woman, and he said crucially that this was a cowardly attack that must be denounced by everyone. Let's take a listen to the tributes from Micheál Martin earlier today.
When we all see those photographs, which I think really impacted on us in terms of we could all identify with a young person of such energy and brilliance with a great future ahead of her, to be murdered in cold blood in the manner in which she was, I think is deeply, deeply distressing, and our sympathies go to her family. I spoke to her aunt last evening, and they spoke about how wonderful a person she was, and how she was looking forward to the next year in travel and so forth, as many, many young people in Ireland and across the world do. And I think it is an unspeakable atrocity.
Well, Aisling, Micheál Martin also just speaking broadly about the conflict and saying that Ireland is now working with other parties towards a de-escalation situation. He says that Israel, of course, has the right to self-defence, but he says it cannot be at the expense of civilian Palestinians living in Gaza. And Micheál Martin is clear in saying that we must separate ordinary Palestinians from Hamas. We understand today that the Irish ambassador to Israel will attend the funeral of Kim Damti on behalf of the Irish government. Her family in Ireland are now appealing for privacy at this difficult time.